Hi everybody, thank you for joining me today. I'm Sally from Sally Stampers and today I'm bringing you my Christmas Gleaming Mikados. So yes, these, I just love these, and in fact when these came in my shopping my son said, oh, are they for me? And I said, no, they're for a video, but I might let you have them after I filmed it. So no doubt he's going to have his eyes on these, but he doesn't realise there's another box in here. So I'm going to have to hide these ones for me, I think. But I think these are just a lovely little stocking filler, or a great little gift to someone just as a little thank you. I don't know how many's inside, but I don't know. I just think I love these myself, and they're just a nice little gift. And I wanted to use this gorgeous brightly gleaming DSP. Can you see, look, copper elements. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love it. And the other piece that I'm going to use today is this one, and again you can see those copper elements, and this is beautiful. This is part of the Christmas Gleaming suite, and again absolutely stunning. Definitely a favourite. It's a double punch pack, so you get crumbs, I can't remember the name of them now. Maybe Gleaming Ornaments punch pack, something like that, but there's two of them and they are just gorgeous. The stamp set itself, beautiful. So these are the punches that coordinate with these two baubles. We get this beautiful holly leaf and berries. We get some fabulous sentiments, some beautiful little elements. I absolutely love it. It is a cling stamp set. But yeah, definitely up there with a favourite of mine so far. So yeah, and as you can see, we have this beautiful ribbon that also has, oh, it's very bright in here today, has copper in the on the ribbon too. These are the brightly gleaming foil elements. You get 50 different elements. I can't recall how many sheets you get. Let me just pull that out. But they are separated with that paper, so you don't get them all stuck together. So that one's the same as that one. I think that might be the same, it's just other way round. And then this one, so that, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. So 6 different pieces of these beautiful copper elements. You also get, that bag's quite dusty, you also get star designer elements again, if you can see they're copper and they are stunning. So much. So let's get making this box, and just gorgeous. And this just opens up at the top there. So you need some DSP that is going to measure 8 3/4 by 9 3/4, and that is 24.5 by 22.5 centimetres. On the long side, we're going to be scoring at 1 inch, 4 3/8 of an inch, 5 3/8 of an inch, and then 8 3/4 of an inch. And in centimetres that will be 2.5, 11, 13.5 and 22 centimetres. We're going to rotate it clockwise, then we're going to score at 1 inch, 6 3/4 and 7 3/4, and in centimetres that will be 2.5, 17.5 and 20 centimetres. And I only just am using a single sheet of cardstock DSP. Obviously if you wanted to, you could use cardstock and then add the DSP panels, but I wanted to create something with just the DSP because it is so pretty. I just love this copper element in it. Just adds something really classy, and it also has quite an expensive look to it, I think. But I just love it. So there we have our score lines folded, and so now we need to cut away what we don't need. So as you look at your DSP, we have 2 strips, 2 thin strips across the top, so that is going to be the top of your box. So we'll start off at the bottom down here, and I'm just having to do my working out. So bottom right corner I'm going to cut away completely, and then I'm simply just cutting up the other vertical score lines, keeping the rest in place. What you need to sort of work out is you have two thin columns at the side, two big main pieces, and then one down the centre. So when you fold it up, you want to make sure that the piece you've cut away is going to be at the back. So obviously I want this seam at the back, so when I fold it over, I have here my two bottom tabs here that will fold in, the back will fold in, and the front will fold in to create my base. Okay, so open it out again. So this time I'm going to spin it round so that I have the two panels across the bottom. This makes it easier for cutting. Okay, then what you need to do is cut down past the first horizontal score line to the second, and we're going to do that on all of them all the way along. So past that first score line down to the second. Now again I'm going to spin this round just to make sure that I get this the right way round, because we don't want to mess this up because this paper is far too nice to waste. So I want my lid to fasten in this way, okay? So I know that this panel can now be cut away completely. Okay, so it is just a case of working around which bits go where, okay? So again, fold your bag up to make sure you're happy with where the seam is, and you know that this piece is going to tuck in the front. So I'm just going to very slightly take just a fraction off the sides for a wedge, and when I say a fraction, you can see the tiny slither I've taken off there. So these bits, as you perhaps know by now, I call my shoulders. So I know that I don't need this one. This is an extra one. So I'm going to cut that one away. And then these other two, I'm simply cutting across that first score line. And then I am going to just cut some wedges just down the side, just so that it fits nicely when I fold it up. So that's that one done, and that's the second one done. Okay, so if I lie this flat now, you can see how it should work. So I have the base here, the side tab for sealing, and then I have my shoulders and my lid. Okay, so again now I want to add some adhesive. I'm going in with my snail again, and I'm going on this bit here just as far as the score line. You don't want it on this shoulder. Fold it over, and then we're just going to fold this over as well. So my join is at the back here, and then I'm tucking the two sides in, the back, and then adding my my adhesive to the bottom. Make sure it's square and pop that there. Put my lovely chocolates inside and just give them a little push just to stick that adhesive on the bottom. And then as you can see, my shoulders fold in and then my lid sits over the top. And that's my lovely packaging box made. So I want some ribbon. So I'm going to lie this on there and then meet it up to the top, and again I'm going to tie a bow. Now the problem you have with this beautiful ribbon is that you've got writing on it, and no matter how you try, you're going to end up with your writing upside down somewhere. So see, this one's upside down, or this one's upside down and this one's the right way. You can't win, doesn't matter how you try. But what I do want to do is make sure that this has the writing on the right side too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist the ribbon and then pull on the bow very gently, and then I'll do this one the same size, and then it will sit the right way. Now I foolishly have done my bow the wrong way round, and I'm not remaking this, so I'm simply going to slip it off and then slip it back on again. Ooh, I did it super tight. Come on, oops. Go on you go, bow. Because I am not retying that bow. No way. There we go. So that is now my bow and my ribbon. And so now I just want to add that sentiment, and I managed to twist that. Oh, there we go. Whew. Right. Fiddly fiddly. There we go. That's done it. Right. So now I just want to add my sentiment. So I've used my stitched rectangles to cut a copper square out and a very vanilla, because we have very vanilla on here. And I then want to heat emboss with some copper my sentiment. So I have my embossing buddy here to just give that a wipe. And then I need to, didn't prepare for this one, did I? I want my block, my Deck the Halls stamp, which will go there, my Versamark, which I want to stamp in the centre just there. Give that a clean. Pop those out of the way. Then I need my copper embossing powder. I nearly had a panic then because I couldn't see my heat tool, but it's okay because it's just at the side here. So a bit of copper embossing powder over that, and then pop those in there out of the way, and then hopefully it's still plugged in too. Yes, we're all good. So it's a bit warm to do this today, but can't really do it any other way, so I'm just going to heat emboss that sentiment there. And as soon as it starts, there we go, as soon as it starts to go, it does go pretty quickly. Just make sure it's all done, there we go. So that's that bit done. So I'm just going to get my snail to pop this onto my other rectangle here. Make sure that's square, yeah. And then I'm actually going to use the star elements on this one, not the foil ones, just to be different. And I'm just going to add some pretty stars, I think. There we go. And then just some dimensionals on the back. Now just check that your dimensionals again aren't going to hang over the side if you go too close to the edge, and you also want to leave enough width for that ribbon to go through the centre. Pop those off the back and then this will just sit nicely on there, and there they are, my Christmas Gleaming Mikados with pretty ribbon. Hope you like them. Hopefully my son will too when he gets to eat them all. hope you all have a fabulous weekend, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye.